Hello, Steve White, Steve Arts 89. Well, I just thought I'd do a little video just acknowledging the fact that Avatar did break the $1 billion mark, which I think everyone thought it was going to. We knew it was going to, obviously. But I was kind of baffled because a lot of people were talking about it before it actually happened. Like a couple of days before it actually hit $1 billion, they're talking about, oh, it's hit $1 billion. I'm like, no, it hasn't. I mean, it's going to, but it hasn't. But it did. Now, I didn't think it would do it in one day because it had about 45 million to make, and I thought it's not going to make 45 million a day. I wasn't really taking into account the international, but I think the days I was looking at, it made 24 and then 20 million plus the international. So now it's sitting at 1,100,000,000. But the other day when it actually passed, I think it passed by 30 million. It didn't make like, $1 billion $1. It was like 1,030,000,000. But I'm kind of unsure about it because my instinct is I feel like it's behaving like a normal blockbuster. It sort of started off big, it had a drop off, and I don't feel like it's going to have the legs that the first film had. The first film was sort of started off small, it had word of mouth, and it had legs and kept going and going and going. I think this film is behaving more like a regular blockbuster, Hollywood, Marvel sort of blockbuster, where it opens up big, has a bit of a drop, and then, it takes a few weeks to sort of dwindle down, and then it's sort of gone. I think this had it's at like a 60% drop or 50% drop for the second week, which is decent, but still a drop. So it seems to be following that pattern. But then I was sort of looking at Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. It actually made more on those days. So it made 16 million, 18 million, and 14 million. And this week it made 32, 24, and 20. So it's made more in its second week. So it hasn't gone down, it's gone up. Now, a lot of talk about that people were waiting for premium seating. They didn't want to see it in a regular cinema. They wanted to see it in 3D, the best sort of screens they could get. So there was a lot of tickets sold in advance for theatres that people wanted to see. People are being very picky about it. So that may help it and give it some legs initially. But I think once those sort of picky people are done, the regular people are going to sort of, get distracted by other things. So I think it's going to hit 2 billion. I think it's going to crawl across that point though. It's not going to be I don't think it's going to really be that different from other blockbusters. I don't think it's going to sort of behave like the last Avatar film or sort of do its own unique thing. I think they have got a bit of a bump from people waiting because it wasn't that strong last week, but now it's bigger this week. That's because I think, like I said, a lot of people were waiting to see it in the screens they wanted to, or they were busy with Christmas and storms and everything. So, but I don't think that's going to happen every week. I don't think it's going to go up. I think it's going to just start to go down again, and it's going to do well. It's going to be a blockbuster. It is a blockbuster already, of course, but I think it's going to behave like a blockbuster, and it's not going to have the legs of the original. The original was a fluke. It was unique. This is just, a follow-up. So, but it's sort of fun to try and predict this stuff and then watch what happens. I'm curious, are they going to get the third film and the fourth and fifth films? Now, the third film, they keep saying it's filmed, but what they mean by filmed is they filmed the actors. They haven't done all the effects for it yet, which is all the work. So I think it's already paid for, though, so it is going to happen. We are going to get the third film, but will we get the fourth and fifth? Because even if it only needed to make 800 or 900 whatever million, then start profiting, and it will profit, it's still a big gamble. And are people going to want to pay for a huge film that's a huge risk, knowing that it's going to do a certain amount, but it'll be interesting to see how it goes. I just kind of want to be at the end so I can just sort of look back and analyze how it went. But I'm just going to have to sit and wait. It's taken 13 years to get to this point, to the second film. So we'll see what happens with the third, and do we get a fourth or fifth? I don't know. It's fun. It's just fun watching it all. I'm going to go. Feel free to share, like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you think. Thanks. Bye.